Good morning. Welcome everyone who is here in Bratislava with us today or watching us online. It's my pleasure to welcome you at the press conference of Starmus today, where we'll be unveiling a few exciting details for the upcoming 7th edition of the Starmus Festival. In a few seconds, you will learn more from our speakers. Allow me to introduce first the Starmus co-founders, Dr. Garrick Israelian here with us, and Sir Bryan May, who is connecting and joining us virtually. Welcome. We are also welcoming here today the artist, composer and headliner Jean-Michel Jarre. Welcome, good morning.
Thank you.
And I have two CEOs with me on the stage, the Asset CEO Richard Marko and the VUB Banka CEO Josef Kausich. Good morning.
Good morning.
Journalists who are here with us today will have the possibility to ask questions at the Q&A portion of the press conference, also some one-on-one interviews. But now let me pass the floor to Dr. Israelian, who will introduce the topics of the press conference today.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. And we have several important things to announce today. Now, first of all, I want to thank our main partner, Asset, for supporting this festival. And I'm happy to announce that we have more partners today, VUB. And the main topics of today's press conference are the city program that we are announcing, free lectures at universities in Bratislava and in Slovakia, the science camp, and Mr. Jean-Michel Jarre joins Starmus Advisory Board. We are very honored. We are very happy. It's been many years. Actually, the whole idea of Starmus, I have to give you some background information. The idea of Starmus started like 25 years ago when first I met Dr. Bryan May in Tenerife. And we were always brainstorming about science, arts, and how we can enhance science communication, what scientists have to do, especially astronomers, what musicians can do, artists can do for science. So these ideas gradually developed and going on until the whole idea and concept or philosophy of Starmus emerged 10 years later, back in 2010, 11. Then we decided to do the first festival. And so by then, we met Mr. Jarre in London, and we asked him if he will be interested to join our concert in Tenerife. And unfortunately, it didn't happen at that time, but we knew that one day we are going to make it. And seems like today we will announce this important event with Mr. Jean-Michel Jarre and with a very special guest, what he will announce. And the Starmus program, science program, has already been announced a few weeks ago. You know, it's a groundbreaking program with Jane Goodall as a keynote speaker, different talks on climate change, sociology, physics, fundamental science, artificial intelligence. We cover everything, space exploration. It's really very, very hot, very strong. I would say it's probably the strongest lineup and the program we ever had at Starmus. So that will convert Bratislava, a capital of science, during this week of the festival. It's certainly going to become the world capital of science and inspiration, of course, and inspiration. And to announce this, we will kick off with a massive futuristic concert of Mr. Jean-Michel Jarre, which he will announce now. So this is from me. We will continue. Thank you very much. And I will pass the...
Without further ado,
all right.
The floor is yours, Jean-Michel.
Okay.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. And thank you for being attending to this press conference. And good morning, Bryan. You know, we are both night birds, so I know it's quite an effort to be awake that early in London, because you are earlier than us. I just wanted to talk to you about this very meaningful and important festival, what Starmus is actually. As Dr. Garrick Israelian just said it. The idea came with the idea of trying to gather scientists, musicians, artists, private entrepreneurs, and this idea, this dream, in a sense, became since more and more in phase with our days. In these dark days and dark times, we need more than ever to shape the future, to think about the idea of a better future, and science and art are actually, of course, main elements to shape the future. And of course, I mean, today more than ever, I think it's important to put Starmus on the map. And why Bratislava? It's not only because we have a fantastic partner, which is ESET, being actually much more than just a sponsor, but a team of people, I mean, sharing our values and our vision. And with the idea that actually, if we gather together, I mean, of course, citizens, but artists, scientists, and private entrepreneurs, it's a very good opportunity these days to try to think about the future in a different way. You know, one night I thought about a title for this concert to open this festival, and I thought about Bridge from the Future. And then in the middle of the night, I thought I should write the reason why of this title. And I would like to read what that night as I wrote. As we continue to learn from the past, we should now listen to the future, being receptive and attentive to incoming signals. What we think are discoveries, new works in all fields, already exist there in front of us somewhere in the future, waiting for us to find them. Let us not fear them. It is our vocation as artists, scientists, entrepreneurs, and citizens to engage and activate progress by imagining a bridge coming from the future. And this is, for me, the spirit of Starmus. So, you know, this concert to open this new edition of the Starmus Festival is not just another music concert. It's a real civic event that is going to happen in the center of Bratislava, the center of the heart of Europe. And I think it's something which is really linked to also our the hope that we can shape together a kind of Renaissance 3.0. The first one was happening at the heart of Europe. And then it makes really a strong sense, a strong meaning that we are celebrating all these values in Bratislava, in Slovakia, in the heart of Europe. And you know, when I was a kid, I was studying mathematics, I was studying music, and I had this dream that in the 21st century, in our continent, we'll go to Mars. We'll have flying cars, and just as an example of the extraordinary innovative spirit we have in the heart of Europe. Yesterday, I was quite close to Bratislava, and I discovered a fantastic object, a fantastic vehicle coming from the future. And that was, and I would like to show you 30 seconds of what I saw yesterday. If we can play this short video, which is, in my opinion, symbolizing the innovative spirit and poetic approach that we can have with technology, dreaming coming true. So this is a flying car. You know, it's Back to the Future. It's the idea of the dream that I had when I was a kid, that we were children, is now coming true. And actually, I don't know if it's wise, but I'm going to fly with this car tomorrow morning. You know, and you know, this is why this idea of you know, as a musician, for me, I always consider that music is the soul of mathematics, is the soul of science. So music and science have so much in common. And we have a responsibility as artists, as scientists also, to pass the relay to young generations, to also explain that education, science, mathematics, physics are cool. They're not abstract. They're not for the elite. It's for an elite or for a niche of specialists. It's open to everyone, and this is what I like in the spirit of Starmus. Is actually to gather all these crazy, disruptive minds. Because I mean, to be a scientist, to be an artist, you have to be disruptive. You have to not obey. You have to not to follow the codes. And this is what makes Starmus so important, gathering lots of brilliant minds and artists as well, to share especially with the youth, some of the values which are important to make our planet progressing. So this concert, to talk to you a little more about it, is actually going to happen in the center of Bratislava and around this famous UFO bridge. The UFO bridge is actually symbolizing for me and for all of us for a long time the symbol of space, of the future, of maybe a life somewhere up there, and the whole stage I conceived, the whole staging and the stage design is actually like an extension of this UFO, and it's going to be visible and heard from different parts of the city. And I designed and devised the visuals using AI. I think it was quite interesting to explore the world of AI for an artist, and to also answer to all this fear that we have, that every innovation is always scaring human beings. Probably, as human beings, our human DNA to think that the past was better and the future is necessarily worse. And it's not true. Otherwise, we won't be here in this morning to talk together. So the idea really is also to. So I really devised the whole visuals using AI like an extension of my imagination that I will be really happy to share with the Bratislava, Slovakia, and all around the world, because this concert is going to be broadcast all over the world, and also with the support of UNESCO. I'm ambassador of United Nations for UNESCO for a long time, for education, environment, science, and culture. Talking about environment, where also the production is also studying carbon offset, carbon compensation for the event. So we are trying to make this concert really as a symbol of what could be done as a strong link between arts and science. And of course, the music is the heart of the concert. I'm working at the moment very hard to compose new tracks, and I also play some of my classics since Oxygen and Equinox, but also some surprises, and also, of course, having the great honor to welcome on stage my dear friend and astrophysician and one of the founding members of Queen, my friend Sir Bryan May, and I would like to give him the floor. Bryan, ready. Thank you.
Thank you, Jean-Michel. Can you hear me okay there?
Yes, we can hear you, Bryan. Thank you.
Absolutely, Bryan.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Jean-Michel. It's a great honor for me, and I would like to speak more about that. But first of all, hello, Slovakia. Thank you for hosting this edition of Starmus. Hello, Bratislava. I'm very excited about performing there with Jean-Michel. And a few words about Starmus, because we go back quite a long way now. And the whole idea between Garrick and myself, Garrick is the father, I am the uncle, if you like. The whole idea is that art and science are one, and that all the best science is done by people who have an artistic sensibility and are able to be inspired from outside. All the best problem solving is done at that meeting point between arts and science. So this seemed like a crazy idea in the beginning, but it's grown into something very special. And we're hoping that, as very often happens in Starmus, things will happen because people meet and new relationships develop along the way. Starmus has traditionally looked out into the cosmos. We had an edition all about Mars a few years ago, and we've looked out at galaxies, at black holes, etc. This time we made the decision to focus inwards to our own planet, with a very special reason, because we all realize that the Earth is in peril. The Earth is in so much danger from so many quarters. And we're hoping that this unique concentration of minds will come up with some solutions. I think it's safe to say that we're all aware that human beings are not being a good presence on this planet, and we need to reverse that. We're all aware that we're in danger of wiping ourselves out in so many ways. So one of the things which Starmus will be looking at this time will be peace. I think we're all aware of that. We're all in search of peace. And as Jean-Michel has just said, many of us are afraid of AI. We have some great experts on AI coming this time, and we will be looking for ways that AI can perhaps help to bring about peace and bring about a consciousness of what we need to do to save our precious and delicate biosphere from the fate it seems to be heading towards. Now, I have to say, well, I'm going to show you this first of all, because I've been wearing this for 6 months or so. I'm very excited. But I'm also incredibly excited to be working with Jean-Michel Jarre. We have been friends for some time, and we've always spoken about working together. We've never actually played together until this moment in Bratislava. We've been secretly colluding, though. We've been emailing, and talking on the phone. And for me, it's a thrill. Now I can talk about it, and we've been tossing ideas backwards and forwards. I am a guest in Jean-Michel's production. This is totally a Jean-Michel Jarre extravaganza, something extraordinary and epic. And I've been trying to find ways in which I can fit in and do what I do. And I have to say, it's not been easy, because I have to get into a different frame of mind. And in the beginning, I'm sending things across to Jean-Michel Jarre, and he's being very polite and saying, well, yeah, that's okay, thank you. After 3 weeks of working and trying things, I now feel that I get it. And I sent him 2 days ago, and he got back to me and he said, yes, this is it. Now we will kill.
I said you gave me goose pimples,
He said, I'm so happy to give Jean-Michel Jarre goose pimples. It's one of the great achievements of my life. So the idea of doing all these demos is that we are prepared for that moment live, and it will be an extraordinarily exciting thing for me. It will be live, it will be dangerous, and a unique opportunity for me to inject what I do into this extraordinary panorama that Jean-Michel paints in a live situation. So I'm very excited. I think we're going to have an epic performance, which will be a suitable opening for this very special edition of Starmus. We look forward to seeing you there. I will be quiet now and hand back to the chair, but I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so
Bryan.
much. Thanks to both of you. It's really an honor that it will be the first time in Bratislava that you will play together. But Jean-Michel, please be careful tomorrow.
I just would like to add a comment on what just Bryan said.
Of course.
It's true that, we are both night birds with Bryan, but I think he's worse than me, and also we have 1 hour of difference. So, when he's sending me messages or talking to me, it's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in London, then it's 4 or 5 in Paris. And so we got used to that kind of Dracula type of relationship, more peaceful. Being a bit vegan, not eating only meat, especially at night. And I must say that it has been an extraordinary adventure so far to collaborate with Bryan. Bryan is such as we know, but I would like to say it as a friend and as a musician and working the kitchen together. I mean, it's an extraordinarily flexible musician beyond what we know. He's able to. He's like a magic snake. I mean, just going into any kind of situations and also keeping also the dangerous aspect for the moment we'll be together on stage. And I would like also so I really thank him for that, and thank you for that, Bryan. And I would like also to add something, a comment about what you said about how the planet is in danger. I think we could really only survive to the planet only if we can trying to establish a kind of good faith, a good balance between technology and ecology, environment and technology, and of course is all these issues with and these topics that we are going to cover during the whole festival with brilliant minds. And I think that it's remembering that the first time when I got the great honor to receive the Stephen Hawking medal, because Stephen Hawking, of course, is one of the patron of Starmus since the beginning, and I remember that he said he told us we were asking the question, what is the biggest mystery of universe? And it said woman. So just something to think about. But anyway, I'm really pleased to be here in Bratislava, and I think it means a lot. As I think that we have a responsibility as European. We've been for a long time. I mean, ahead of our time with fantastic disruptive imaginations and innovations. And we shouldn't be, as I said, we shouldn't be scared of this innovation. We shouldn't be scared of progress. And talking about all these topics in the heart of Europe is also a fantastic opportunity for Europe also to promote and share our own vision of the world. I mean, compared to China or to the US, we have our specific vision of the world, which is absolutely universal. And we, as Bryan was saying, I mean, it's also we have also a responsibility to talk about and to try to promote the idea of peace and to create a domino effect. Thank you.
Thank you. We are certainly looking forward to seeing the vision of both of you during the Bridge from the Future concert. And now, as it was already mentioned, Starmus Earth Planet is powered by the cybersecurity giant Asset. We have here today with us also the CEO, Richard Marko, who I will pass the word now.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. I will repeat myself by saying that it's a huge honor for me and for our company to be a part of the Starmus Festival, part of this announcement. And every good Slovak fairy tale follows this so-called three-tier progression. So some events are happening and then tension grows and grows, and then it somehow resolves in a good fairy tale, especially here in Slovakia, then the good wins against the bad. So right now, this is the third press conference that we do connected to Starmus. And I feel that every time we do it, we bring something new. We are showing that the idea, the vision for this festival is growing, just like we know each other better and we explore the opportunities that we have. And so the festival that is still in front of us is going to be the resolution, and I believe this is going to be the proper, not really ending, because the idea never really ends, of the importance of the science, of the importance of the culture, of the importance of uniting the people behind some positive ideas that can help us to face the challenges that we have. I'm representing ESET cybersecurity company. It's also a kind of fairy tale, Slovak fairy tale. A small company started more than 30 years ago by a few enthusiasts in computers, and then step by step becoming bigger and more relevant in the world. And right now we are really the worldwide present company in this important field of cybersecurity. And nobody really wants to buy cybersecurity or invest into that or deal with that just because of cybersecurity. It's because we know that just like the real world, the cybersecurity or cyber world is containing many challenges. And actually, for the progress of the mankind, the cyber world is one of the main playgrounds. And so protecting this environment, protecting digital worlds is our mission. And in this way it connects so nicely to the idea of Starmus Festival, that is promoting technology, innovation, science, because this is exactly what helped us to become an important player in the world, and not just because we are a successful company, but because we can lead or live a fuller lives by really doing what we love and doing it in a way that we can cooperate with many people, many different cultures in the world. And so now the Starmus Festival, who is bringing the best minds in all the different fields, including AI, including cybersecurity in the end, but physics, chemistry, biology, whatever it is, looks like a huge platform, really a huge platform, that if it is visualized with the work of pioneers like Jean-Michel Jarre, Sir Bryan May, or other great minds, can really become a force that will push the world again a little bit further in the right direction. And I'm so happy that every time we are meeting here at the press conference, there are more people involved, more partners. We have VUB CEO today. I'm very happy to have such a partner here. And I will now give Mr. Kausch an opportunity to say his story. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, dear ladies and gentlemen. Me personally, but also my institution, or VUB, is really honored and privileged to be even a part of the company of top scientists and really legendary artists and also managers. Because Starmus is really something big. It's the festival of music, it's the festival of art and festival of science. And it was always like help in big European countries, and it's very important that it comes for the first time really to Slovakia and to Bratislava, what we really appreciate very much. And of course, we as VUB wanted to be a part of it, because I have seen really a lot of images, pictures, photos, videos. I have never been alive, so I'm looking now forward to this experience. But obviously, it really connects a lot of people, the general public, but also a lot of scientists, a lot of experts, but also a lot of young students and also a lot of young people in general. And all those are very familiar with the topics of technology, with the topic of innovations, but also with the space and with the different, let's say, astrophysics topics and different other topics. But actually, given the focus on the young generation, on the innovation, and also on actually green topics, this is exactly what connects us. The Starmus together with VUB, where we share actually these common values exactly for those topics.
And as far as I know, this is Starmus this year is going to be also very specific, because for the first time we are going to focus really on the most amazing planet actually in the whole space, and this is the beautiful planet Earth. And definitely we need to open also a lot of very actual topics, which is about how to protect it, the environmental protection, but also a lot of other green topics. And this is definitely what is also one of the key strategic priorities and activities which VUB has. But not just VUB, because we do that in the collaboration with our parent company Intesa Sanpaolo, and Intesa Sanpaolo is one of the most important impact banks, and exactly those topics of sustainability, of ESG, but also of sustainable business is at the core of the focus, not just of our group, but also of our bank. We have been first in Slovakia, which declared the commitment to promoting the sustainability and also the environmental protection. And we do it also by a lot of activities. We were the first bank in Slovakia who joined the Green Manifesto. That was already 4 years ago. But also we have a very special award also for the last 4 years, and this is the Enviro Atlas Award, where we highlight and where we focus on different projects and initiatives which are protecting our nature and which are protecting environment. And I think that we will as well on the occasion of Starmus get the space to promote this atlas and also this initiative. And I'm also very happy and also very proud that we do not discuss just about these topics as they were really, shallow, or we do not spread just really some shallow phrases, but behind that are also very serious steps and strategies and the actions, and we are also very happy because this is the really cherry on the cake that we have been also awarded for our activities. I would like to mention in terms of innovation that our VUB mobile banking was awarded as the best application in Slovakia, but also we have been awarded by the Global Finance magazine as the best bank in Slovakia, in particular for the focus to the sustainable financing. So I would like to definitely invite everybody for this one-of-a-kind experience. Is going to be a great event, and we are very happy that we can be part of this festival.
Thank you. Thank you, and let's round up with Dr. Australian, who will tell us a little bit more what we are looking forward to and what will be the program of Starmus Earth.
Thank you very much. Well, indeed, this festival is special because it's about the Earth. And actually, for the last 20 years, I studied planets like the Earth, because my daytime job, I'm not a businessman, I'm a scientist. I published several hundred papers in astrophysics in different fields, from black holes to extrasolar planets. And this was and it is still my job, doing science. But I'm really happy also to be involved and to create a festival which is inspiring many young people and general public. So this year's festival is very special for many reasons. As Bryan mentioned, for the first time we are looking at the Earth from space to Earth and see the Earth as a planet. There are many, actually, the last 20, 30 years, there are many astronomy conferences titled Sun as a Star, like Earth as a planet. So we consider Earth as one of billions planets in the universe. There are billions of planets with the same mass, probably the same composition. We don't know if they have oxygen in the atmosphere or so, but the chemical makeup is pretty much the same as the Earth. The same distance from the star as the Earth from the Sun. So we are not different. But we are different because this planet hosts life, and there's a danger that it can be gone for one or another reason. And now, the special thing about Starmus 7, in fact 7 is a magical number, is because it is about that. We always try to do better and better Starmus. And I have to say, if you ask Starmus lecturers who joined previous editions of festivals, and there are many who repeat, Chris Hatfield, Kip Thorne, they all repeat festivals in many different countries. And they will tell you that the best Starmus was the one in Armenia 2 years ago. Everyone will tell you this. And in fact, I think it was the best one. 100,000 people in Yerevan joined the science program, the city program. 100,000 people. And we had 7,000 people. The venue was sold out. There were no tickets left. We never had 7,000 people attending concerts and lectures. That happened in Armenia. I hope in Slovakia we will have at least the same result, because I cannot think of having Moonwalker, Jane Goodall, 9 Nobel laureates, AI experts, and everyone in the same venue and not being packed. It's just impossible. Today, I cannot think of a place. I know many science communicators who sell during few days 15,000 tickets. They make venues packed. Brian Cox, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Richard Dawkins, they do 15,000 people lectures, tickets sold out within few hours. So I can't imagine that if you have all these people together in the same place in one country, I think people will be queuing around the venue, and we need to put some LEDs so they can watch the lectures outside the main venue. This is what I would expect in Slovakia. In small countries, I think these events, like it was in Armenia, have to be really highly appreciated, and I'm almost confident that the same thing will happen here in Bratislava, in Slovakia. And we will make sure that there is a special place for Starmus participants at the concert of Jean-Michel Jarre, because many of them will come from US and UK, so we want to make sure that they have a good location at your concert. And obviously with our guests. And yes, and we have a Stephen Hawking Medal ceremony with really unique artists. We have Offspring, we have Tony Hadley, and we have Laurie Anderson. We will have Simon Phillips. We have amazing lineup, amazing musicians for the Stephen Hawking Medal ceremony. Many surprises. So I encourage everyone to join the festival, because there is no single moment that you can miss, single lecture. And we will take Starmus to universities in Bratislava. We arranged more than 20 lectures in Slovak Academy of Science, in the university, in the Technical University of Bratislava, in Academy of Fine Arts and Design. So there will be lectures everywhere, just like we did in Armenia. It's the city program that we started actually in Norway. It's been started. And one of the things I'm very proud to announce this, when we finished the festival in Norway, Norwegian media, newspapers wrote that in the history of Norway, Starmus was the only event who could compete with major sports events. So we were so proud that, oh my God, so we are already there, so we could compete with sporting events. And the Starmus lectures were broadcasted on Norwegian public TV. It was massive, Norwegian media, and so we were really happy to see that the city program and everything works in Norway. So we continue, and I'm sure and I hope that Slovakia will be even better, even better.
It's truly a benchmark, the sport events, and I think
Yes.
it's the same in Slovakia. Thank you, Dr. Israelian. It's really great to see science in the spotlight, finally, and it was a pleasure to have you all here at the press conference. It was really packed with information. At this moment, we will end the online stream, and after Sir May will stay with us, and after that there will be the Q&A portion. So just allow us a few seconds to end the stream. To our online viewers, have a nice rest of the day.
See you then.